Ooh, it's cold out there. Welcome back to Frostpunk 2, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. It's negative 50 degrees Celsius. Yikes. But we just survived, right? Our first whiteout. Very nice. Survived it very easily, I might add. We do have a colder season coming here pretty quick. So it's, we're going to need, to pump out more heat. Thankfully, we have a surplus in both oil and coal at the moment with a full stack of coal. So I'm feeling pretty confident about that. I've also, at the end of the last video, said, hey, we got a material problem and we got a little bit of a deficit. You might notice that we don't have a deficit anymore. And this is because I've shut down some of our districts here that were consuming that stuff to make goods. Since we have a lot of goods and still a good surplus, we don't really need as many districts operating at the moment. So we can just shut them down. Doesn't matter. All that workforce freed up to do other things. Very nice. But all we have to do when we get to the point where we have a problem is, well, turn it back on. No big deal. This is another expanded food district. We can start bringing this down as well if we want to as well. Probably just shut it off. Yeah, here we go. Even more materials. We still have a huge surplus of food. Honestly, I feel like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, I don't want to get too cocky, but I feel like our people are living in a land of abundance here. All right? This might end very soon. Expanded extraction district. This one right here, right? That's the 600 workers. That's nice, but this wood's going to go away. 23 weeks. We don't have this anymore. Materials gone. Okay. And that's going to create a problem. So I'm trying to extend our materials as much as I can, but I need to find another source of it out here in the Frostland. All right. So that's the first thing we're going to focus on is we're going to focus on finding Winterhome. But then also, we're going to focus on getting materials. That's needed big time. If we take a look at some of our research stuff, I'm thinking maybe we should go down heat. You got more heat stamps income, I think, is where I want to be here. So if I go equal pay, or if I go efficiency bonuses, which one sounds more like me? Sorry, it's just the way it is. Trust rises slightly with equal pay, but the heat stamps income is decreased. And then efficiency bonuses just flat out gives me bonuses. Just flat out gives me things with no downsides. I like it. Check this out. Sadie Rowland, 41, medic. Transporting a patient. He's too weak to make this commute. When the hospital was more central, this wasn't a problem, but wheeling him around or wheeling him across town in the cold every day, they could have worshipped anywhere. We needed a hospital in city center for our patients. Those faith keepers spend all day praying for health and salvation. If they'd maintained the hospital, they could have had it. Selfish fools, the lot of them. The Evolvers will never forget that you reverted their hospital back to a temple. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? You're still supporting me, although there's 20% of our population are now a part of that faction. They have almost 60% of our population now. So, I mean, we're kind of really appeasing these guys. That's us. This is who we are. We are Evolvers. At this point, I pretty much am Evolver. So, yeah. Okay, so if I zoom out real quick, I'm kind of waiting for let's let the time go by just a little bit more. Kind of waiting for this to leave so that I can get out that way and search these areas. We do have these question marks. We can at least reveal what they are, though. So, this is a Rowett expansion. Possible settlement even. Good. The abandoned base welcomes us with the fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on a lab where scientists studied the cause of the frost, but the training halls remain intact, along with the equipment used in attempts to contact other generator cities. We could take all of the preserved supplies back to New London, or we could leave them, making reactivating the base less costly. I still like that. We're blocked by the storm. We can't do it yet, but, we'll look at it. And we've got the Rowett expedition here, Dreamer's Mine. An ironworks site. At the surface of this mine, its walls covered with designs for wagons and transports. A smaller glassworks once fabricated fragile scientific instruments. Few tools remain after many years of scavenging, but there is still iron at the very bottom of the shaft. An outpost here could increase our supply by 200 materials until its deposit of 2.4 million materials is depleted. That sounds great. I want to do that. I can't do it yet, though, because the storm. So we'll wait. But that sounds like a really good solution to our material problem. Now over here in Pioneer Ridge, I actually can do stuff over here right now. So Outpost 11 contains a military warehouse from before the frost. Over many years, a settlement here salvaged its contents for materials and cores, at one point temporarily declaring independence from New London. Now the warehouse is empty. We could use it as a storage facility or salvage the remains of the settlement. Well, if we use it for a storage facility, Outpost here will greatly increase our stockpile limits. Do I need that? Or we salvage and we get 100,000 materials right now. Do I need it? Our materials... I mean... the thing is, like, 350,000 food is plenty, right? And I feel like greatly increasing our stockpiles isn't really all that helpful, but getting the materials now could be, especially since we're about to be at a deficit with that when that thing goes. So I feel like I kind of want to, for this particular one, I'm thinking I'm going to go a little selfish here. Processed resources used for industry and maintenance. Yeah, I know that. I thought maybe it was something else, but no. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a little selfish here and take the materials this time around. Yeah, so that will increase how much materials we have now. And then Pioneer Ridge is here. Place where Fridjof Nansen. I'm going to call him Fridge. This is where Fridge Nansen was last seen just before the Great Storm hit. The captain later ordered the walls strengthened and the larder extended. Our expeditions could use this base to rest and resupply. Increases exploration speed. Love it. Definitely want to do it. I want to get down. Going here seems like it would be a shorter path. It would. We'd go here. Like that. And then you can come out, I guess, like this. Yep, that would give us a path. This seems good to me. And once that's built, all of our expeditions go faster. Lovely. 3,300 more people. Oh, I'm not sure about that. First, we're going to take some of those people. And I'm going to send them off. We're going to relocate them over to the Dreadnought. You guys go right overhead to the Dreadnought, please. Yep, because we got some more oil over here. 3,200 weeks on that still. Yep, lots and lots of oil over here. And I want to see... We don't really need the prefabs, honestly. Efficiency bonus is new law proposed. Yep, we're going to do that. Ooh, I just want to flat out get it. Let's negotiate this, because I feel like you guys should be open to this. Right? Frostlanders? What the heck, man? Territory threat levels decreased. Just get Pathfinder scouts. Refurbishing goods factory. I already have one of these, don't I? I just have to build another one. That seems fine. Yeah. All right, I'll do that. I promise to do that. Now give me the efficiency bonus. There we go. It's just a refurbishing factory. I'm pretty sure I already have one of those, so that means I can just build it. And it's good to have anyway, so yeah, we'll do it. So I need a housing district over here. That needs to happen. And we have a bit of a heat demand. No, we're good. Yeah, we have enough. We're good. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4, 5, 6. Whatever, just stretch it all along there. And then because this is kind of... Well, I can't frostbreak right now. I have to wait till this is done building. Okay. Let's zoom out really quick. Build one refurbishing goods building. Yep. So we're going to come down and let's see what we can do here. Refurbishing goods. Refurbishing goods right here. Colder season is here. It doesn't really concern me. I'm good on heat. I need 1 core to do that. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I may not be able to give them what I promised. Shite. Elaine Fisher, 35. Unemployed. officially watching the tables. They claim they'll spend those funds to help their community, but I know these Faith Keepers big wigs will end up here eventually. They always do. And as Rosie pours their drinks, they'll slip a handful of heat stamps into her stocking, courtesy of the steward. A very old part of me wants to clobber these pigs, but most of me just hopes the steward funds us next. You have repeatedly funded the Faith Keepers projects. Yes, I have, to make them neutral, so they'll leave me alone. Should I be funding someone else's? Hi, Evolvers. There's no benefit to this, right? They're already devoted, so there's no reason to give them things. They don't need things, so it's fine. Okay, so our workforce has arrived in the Dreadnought, and our housing district is up. That means we can have another pump jack right there. I'm also thinking maybe we could go into getting materials with the sawmill that we just got, right? New London. We have a surplus at the moment, so I don't need to do it, but we have the ability to use those sawmills now. The untreated sawmills. So that's a possibility. I need cores, and I need to find a solution to getting cores pretty quickly here. Pressure point. Winterhome. Steward, the Faith Keepers have gathered en masse, publicly flogging themselves to atone for your decision to settle Winterhome. Our pitiful flesh is weak, one priest cries as he whips himself. It needs warmth, a strong generator to survive. We could salvage the cores from Winterhome. That we might thrive once again. Our pitiful flesh is weak. One priest. Our pitiful flesh is weak, one priest cries as he whips himself. It needs warmth, a strong generator to survive. We could salvage the cores from Winterhome, that we might thrive once again. The Evolvers argue that this act of self-flagellation is a public disturbance, and warn it may encourage others to join the Faith Keepers. What should we do? Yeah, we should definitely ban this. Their fervor will go up. That sucks. I will not dictate how people choose to worship. Faith Keepers may gain new members. No, I'm going to ignore it. It's fine. If they want to do that to themselves, let them do it. I don't care. Yeah, whatever. 397 new members joined. It's like 15% of the population now, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm balancing this okay. Obviously, we are pretty kind of leaning one side here in terms of how we're doing things as far as the city goes, but I feel like overall we're not balanced, but we're right. We're exactly where we want to be. All right, so here we're going to connect these trails to these weather stations. Let's go and put that right over here. That's fine. And then we can't get these yet because that storm is still over there. But we have this as a trail now. Yep, we have increased exploration speed unlocked because of that. Good. You know what? Let's go to the Howling Shore. Oh, I don't have enough Frostland teams. 13? What are y'all doing? What is everyone doing? Hang on. Maybe we'll Hold on. I always click the wrong button first. Logistics. Survival's headquarters. Tell me I can fit another one in here. No? I mean, I can expand the districts, right? So, right there. Bang. I think I can expand these districts just a little bit more, too. It probably should. No, I cannot expand this anymore. Okay, that's already an expanded one. Is this one? Yep. Oh, I think that's it then, isn't it? Unless I upgrade them. I think that's possible, right? We can go to Frostland and maybe scout training. Pathfinder scouts. Yeah. Threat level. Exploration time with tension marginally increasing. No, I'm good with this. We're going to get the scouts to go just a little bit better. Make everything a little bit safer. Because I feel like as we get further out, stuff's going to continue being more and more dangerous. So I just want to keep that up. Keep being able to send people kind of wherever I want. I like that idea. I do wish this one would go away because I'm going to keep clicking it thinking there's something there. Whispering Valley. Okay, so these reindeer seem to be slowly dying away to constant storms and lack of edible fauna. They won't survive too many more years. Perhaps we should send out the hunters while we can. An outpost here could generate 90 food until its deposit of 19,000 food is depleted. Not that biggest priority. I'm really good on food right now. What about this one? A wrecked warehouse. Crumbling warehouse sits by a dilapidated track. It has been pillaged many times by scavengers, but one of our scouts noticed a metal trapdoor. She drilled through the thick metal and entered a buried chamber containing a pristine core. Thank you. Instruction manuals in the chamber show the core was intended to drive a locomotive, but we can refurbish it for other purposes. If we take the core, we get 3 cores, in fact. I like it. Let's do it right now. I need it. Give me those cores. What else can we do? A little bit more short-term thinking in this video so far, but I want it. I'm going to do it. That's what I need. Can I get this one yet? I can. Okay. So this expedition, possible settlement, right? Let's leave the supplies so we can construct a settlement here, because it looks like there's potentially... Yeah, this is for materials, right? I believe. Let's leave the supplies. We may construct an outpost here to assist our exploration. Yeah. So let's get the trails. Oh boy. Oh, I don't have the Frostland teams. Okay. So it's not about resources right now. This is hooked up as... Yeah. We've already upgraded this skyway. Look at this. This is weird, isn't it? Look at it go. Like it goes out from here, and then it's like this. What's up with this? Why does that exist? Did I do that? Just had an Urkel moment. Anyone else think of Urkel when I said that? Maybe I'm aging myself here just a little bit there. All these Gen Z people going, huh? The heck is Urkel? What is he talking about? Did I do that? Survival. I can't pass anything here other than rules. I can get the Steward's Militia. The guards are more effective at fighting crime. We may have this problem eventually, you know? Like, we may have this issue if the Faith Keepers decide to rise up against us. We might need propaganda. Can I get propaganda? I want to get propaganda. It's not worth my time to get propaganda, is it? I really should be focusing on other research stuff, but if I can get it, just what do I got to give you? Huh? What do you want? What do I got to give you to make this happen? I got to promise a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of stuff here, probably. 37 people, mostly hesitant, has active promise. Frostlanders. Okay, hang on. I need to do what the Frostlanders want first, and if I can get that promise done, then maybe. Pathfinder Scouts law is now proposed. Okay, we can vote on this instead. Let's change proposal. So what we're looking for is the Scout trainer right here. Pathfinder Scouts, we will select the fittest candidates and train them to elite survival skills so they can remain adaptable. Yeah, this is what I want right here. Not allowed to change a proposed law by delegates. Huh? Proposed law by delegates? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought this thing was still on the rule for the propaganda. It's not. It already changed it for me automatically. Okay. I think we can pass this. 39 are already for, but 33 are already against. Well, open to negotiation. The New Londoners are willing to talk. Main district produces a small amount of prefabs. We already know these things. City development efforts. I already have this passed, don't I? Don't I already have this passed, or did it override me already? I'm losing track of like which laws do which things, and it's mostly not a big deal. I've already had one where it's like I enacted something, and then I let them pick the law, so they pick this thing, and like, you know, it's been like a few days. I didn't connect the dots that was overriding a different law because I don't know the laws very well right now, and then we ended up switching it back, and that was actually a Steam achievement, so fine. Like mass-produced goods. I know this will override things. Synthetic composites factory. No, I mean, let's just put city development effort back in because this is what I wanted anyway. Main district producing a small amount of prefabs. The problem with this, though, is that it's that tension going up. I have to find ways to settle that tension. I don't want it to go up, but this is still going to increase it anyway. So I think I'm going to give them this so that they'll vote for this. So we'll do Pathfinder Scouts because I want those. Because I think I think the regions are going to start getting, yeah, pass at least 20 new laws in a single playthrough. Okay, cool. There you go. That's another achievement. Great. So now I need to get that refurbished goods building. I should get the core soon. I don't know, but I should get it soon. This is now done. Hang on. Indebted to the past. Dutiful youth. Steward, a group of dutiful youth members have come with a humble request. I was a rebel before, but old Mr. Feeney... Oh, we're dating me again there, huh? We got another Mr. Feeney here. The same generation that knows Urkel will know Mr. Feeney. Showed me the proper way to be a man. Did they now? Yeah? You sure? Did you meet the world? Spending time with him and his generation, we understand how much we owe them. We can't even imagine what it was like to survive the whiteout years. What sacrifices they had to make. He and his peers wish to organize a thanks and remembrance ceremony, during which they will reward the eldest residents from every community with medals and gifts. Should we fund this endeavor? If we fund it, heat stamps per capita is significantly decreased, and faithkeepers like me more. If I deny the funding, faithkeepers hate me more. I want heat stamps. This is a direct conflict. This is like if I want taxes as a government, right? And then the faithkeepers are coming in here just like, hey, can you just like give everyone all the money? I mean, if it's gonna get worse, they just got their population raised too. How much does this affect it? How much does it take down my... It is significantly decreased is the problem right here. Significantly is making me not want to do this. It's just 10 weeks. Okay, I missed this part. It's temporary. We will gather funds for 10 weeks to support these youth initiative. Okay, so it's only 10 weeks. I think we can handle that. That's fine. You can have it for 10 weeks. I'm all right with it. Like, I've got almost 2,000 heat stamps right now, so I think it's okay. All right. I didn't see the temporary nature of it. If it was permanent, I was going to say no, but if it's temporary, all right. All right, so expanded extraction district. This one's empty now, so we're going to get rid of that. And because that's empty, we now have a deficit in materials. And this is a deficit without us even being at 100% production for all the other things. But I don't have Frostland teams. Where are my Frostland teams? Yeah, they're coming from here. Okay, right there. Is that what I needed? Is that my core? It is. There's my core. Okay. I have to build a refurbished goods factory building to satisfy my promise to them. Right here. This gives us goods, raises disease, takes materials. We don't need this. So maybe what I'll do is just build it and then tear it down, because we don't need this. I don't see a situation where I'm ever going to need this thing. So I'm gonna do this. I'm going to build it. If I tear it down, though, I don't get the core back, do I? Where is it? Right here. Nope. I just built it. Wait a minute. I did this, but hang on. Where is it? Refurbished goods factory. If I tear this down, I get a core back. Okay, I do get the core back. Good. I satisfied my promise to you, and that's great. So I'm going to tear it down now. I get the core back. That's fine. That's one way to get around that, because I just don't need it. Done. And I get my core back, and I can do other things that require cores. That's fine. Okay, so right here, this is where we could get materials, and we need this. So I'm going to connect like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, connected. And then from this side, I need to also connect, and I'm not sure any of the little posts here. I can somehow, I want to get onto this little trail here. So I'm hoping it lets me connect to this trail. So give me the right there. Now, will you let me do this? I don't have the Frostland teams. I thought they were just done. Didn't they just finish the trail? Or do they have to walk back from here now? All right, iron remaining 2.4 million. We have an output of 200. That's a okay, I see. They're being used right now. Yeah, they're still occupied with that. Okay. That's a problem. I really need more Frostland teams. Can we get more? That's the threat level being decreased. Can we get more? Logistics bays. There we go. I want one of these. 15? No. Let's do the 20 right here. Vanguard logistics bays. So we can get even more Frostlanders. I need that. All right. We remember dutiful youth. Steward, thanks to your funding, the young people from the Dutiful Youth program have held their thanks and remembrance ceremony. Elders from every community mounted the stage and recounted their life stories and experiences of what they gave for the city to survive. A common meal and numerous discussions followed. It brought all of the city together. Tension is slightly decreased. I mean, I didn't have any tension anyway because I've just managed it so well. So, whatever. But all right, at least its tension's even lower than low. That's what it is. Cool. What do we have on the docket here for city? Here it is. Expedition support. I do want this again. So right now we have enforces expedition support. Oh, right. They made me do this. Right. I switched it over. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if expedition support, when it override city development efforts, right? Like those things, when you're looking at it, it doesn't immediately tell you that it's going to override an existing law when you put it in place. So like, watch, if I propose this, there's nothing in this interface that tells you that this law is overriding a different one. So you just have to know that with, like, through experience or whatever, maybe just taking your time and reading and memorizing everything. I don't know, but you kind of have to just know that. I wish there was some text that says overrides and then the name of the law that it overrides. But it doesn't do that. So I'm going to put this to a vote. It will most likely pass because we have a lot of really good support for it at 43 already. The hesitant group is after 43, and I think if half of these guys vote for it, then we get it. So let's just try it out and see what happens. And it passes. Barely. Now we get even more prefabs, which we really don't need. We really don't, but we have it. So, okay. We have a goods deficit, but now we have a material surplus again, which is good. So I can go into one of my places here and just... is it this one? Yeah, this one. Boom. Do that. And this one's doing prefabs, so then we just switch it to goods. And then we bump it up a little bit. There we go. So now we have a good surplus. Everything's fine. Excellent. All right, what's going on here? A broken vow. I mean, I will restore it. I promise. Like, I want it anyway. I know. I get it. I just, whatever. We're going to do what people want, make them happy, and that's it. All right? Pass expedition support. Fine. That's what I wanted anyway. It is what it is. Just trying to keep everybody happy by passing laws that I know are going to have to get overturned anyway. We could probably get some more oil out of this, right? More liquefactor? More liquefaction? I think so. Let's do that. Is that even on? Yeah. I want to make sure I'm putting these buildings in districts that are turned on. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless, right? 3,500 more people. Okay. Well, we're going to housing. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More housing there. And then we'll also start looking at getting those housing district things once we get the research for it done. So right now that research is done. And we can switch over to... which one was it? Housing block? Yeah. Subsidized housing block gives us 20 shelter for 20 heat and just costs us 1 heat stamp's income, which is not a big deal. Or we hit disease slightly increasing, which also isn't a big deal. I think getting that extra shelter could be worth it. I'm going to do this one. Dense housing block, we're going to do this one instead. It's all right. They said they're a high-rise district. Prove it. Give me density, right? I thought that's what everybody liked. I thought that was everything. Or I'm always seeing that on Twitter. Everyone's always like, hey man, density's better. Well, let's prove it. Let's go. We'll frost break all of this so we can expand this district just a little bit more. There we go. Done. And then we'll expand it right now. 1, 2, 3. Expand it to there. Excellent. All right, is this cleared yet? I only have 3 Frostland teams left. That's why I really need to get to those other Frostland teams. And that's the research that just finished, isn't it? So I think now I can go Vanguard Logistics Bay. I need to, I think, swap this out. Right? Exploration time reduction. Territory threat level decreased. And then this one outputs teams. So I need the survivalist headquarters. I need to get rid of this building. And I need to do this, I think, over here too. You can't see the UI because the UI is stupid. Oh, that's so dumb. It's really dumb how that does that. I've been trying my best not to complain about it, but the one thing I'm really not liking about this UI is it's constantly hiding behind the top of the screen. I always have to move the camera just to see what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. Like, pinning this UI to a certain spot in the world is ridiculous. I've never liked it when games do that. I get why they do it. They think it's more immersive, but every single time any dev chooses to do that, I would just cringe a little bit. Like, God damn it. Anyway, let them tear these down. I just went ahead and got other things that are making everything safer out there, right? So I can stop using buildings to do it. Youth patrols. Patrol watchtowers and dutiful youth. Steward, we are pleased to report that our guard patrol's response time has improved thanks to the watchful eye of young volunteers. These young citizens are so much help, said the appreciative guard. They monitor our neighborhoods, keep tabs on troublesome individuals, and reporting the misdemeanors they spot. They give me hope for the future. Dutiful youth is more effective at decreasing crime as long as you have active patrol watchtowers. Cool. Looks like they did something good there. Faith Keepers had something going on there. All right, let's let these things unbuild. There we go. And now I want to go... Yep, dense housing block needs to be there. That's good. So we're going to say 1 in the housing block. Yeah, in the housing block. Wow, I can put this in the food? I can put a dense housing block in the food districts? That's interesting. Also, some people told me I could build next to the heater. No. No, you can't just build whatever you want next to the heater? I don't know what people are telling me that. Like, I can't build here? Food district? I can't make any district here. This is the city center. I'm not sure where you're getting that or what you're watching. The only thing I can think of is that you saw somebody place from the central tab in there, right? You saw somebody place, you know, like the council building in there, that kind of thing. But no, you can't build there. That's why it's all shaded and stuff. You can't. I'm not sure where you're going with that. Maybe you can elaborate for me just a little bit more in the comments there. Let's do dense housing right here. And let's also do Vanguard. Yes, Vanguard Logistics Bay. One right there. And then also one right there. I can hold shift. Okay, cool. Wasn't sure, but I can. Nice. And then we'll put one right there too. Dense housing blocks. Go. So dense housing's going down. Frostlander's demands failed. Excuse me? What happened? Oh, I didn't pass it. I didn't pass it again, did I? The expedition thing? I think I was supposed to pass it again. I went too fast. Whoops. It's okay. Look, they're neutral now. It's fine. Look, I'll say I'm sorry. Here's what I'll do. You ready? I'll say I'm sorry. Okay, you can go. Oh, there's no law they would like to propose. Really? Well, at least you're 20%. Yeah, at least the extreme parts of you are still liking me. You know what? There's only 37% Frostlanders. I think maybe these guys are going to start getting a bit more power now. Let's see. Pick one of 3 options to promise them something that furthers the Frostlanders' worldview. Promise to repeal city development effort. Promise to destroy all pressurized coal liquefactors. Ha! No. Promise to research recast composites. I'm going to repeal this. City development effort. Main district produces a small amount of prefabs. If I do this, if I repeal this, well, I mean, I can't repeal it. Like, I don't want to repeal it. I want to pass the replacement for it, right? That's what I was supposed to do. It's this one. I was supposed to pass this in time, and I just didn't pass it in time. So we vote on this again. Expedition efforts, go. We're putting it in place once more. We're just hopscotching between multiple laws from both sides. The whole population is very confused. They're like, okay, are we doing this or not? No. You don't know. All right, we just don't know. Faith keepers are like, no, man, we hate you. And I'm like, you know what? That's cool, man. You keep on hating. You just keep on doing it.
People of the cities, your council has voted.
All right, we have a lot more frost teams now. So let's zoom out for a second and get this stuff done. So right here, we're going to connect some trails. I was kind of hoping maybe we just, yeah, like that. Connect that to there. That seems good. And then if we make this a permanent settlement, maybe it'll be this one. I forget. If we make one of these a permanent settlement, then that is definitely, we're going to have to get the skyways and stuff on that. That's fine. We don't need the food right now. The old dreadnoughts over there. That's fine. Whale Town we could do. We could upgrade the Whale Town to have a permanent food source. We just have so much food, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, all my food districts are basically shut down right now. This one's turned off. This one's turned off. Do we even have a food district operating right now? I don't think so. I think all of my food districts are shut off. Where's my food coming from? All communities, 488. That's demand. Surplus. Where's it coming from? Foraged additives, Jonas Whale Town, Hot Springs Mushroom Cave, Central District is passively producing 91, Food District producing 93. So there's something coming. There is something coming from a food district. I just don't know which food district it is. Oh, it's over here. It's this one. Yeah, this one's still on. We'll shut this one down. There we go. Yeah, shut that down. We don't need it. We're just getting all of our food passively from outside of town. It's fine with me. And then we'll just come over here and we'll say upgrade settlement. I have to send 900 workers over here, but it's permanent food forever. You know? Let's do that. Done. Settlement's fully upgraded. We have a passive source of food forever. I like it. Okay, what about the hot springs? Can we upgrade this? Oh, we need the skyway connection and one core. I don't have a core anymore? What did I do? Did I just give them the core? Oh shit, did I give this a core? I didn't notice that. Well, I had 3 cores. Is that what happened just now? Did I just give them all my cores for food? Oh, well, I think so. Here's what I could do. Let's pass off some of this food that we don't need. God, we don't need any food over there either. Well, you know what? I mean, we can always send food to this new place, right? We're going to Winterhome, right? So we're going to need food there too. I have a really strange problem happening in Frostpunk right now where I just have an abundance. I just have an abundance, and that's great. It's a rare problem, but it's great. And, all I have to do is pop people here, and I can just double my food supply whenever I need. Faithkeepers protest. You were saying, Charlie? Wow. That is... Look at how disturbing this image is. Holy moly. If I put that on the thumbnail, do you think people will click it? That's nuts. Steward, the Faithkeepers have taken to the streets in protest against the Frostland settlement effort. Oh yeah, of course they have. They march in a solemn procession, swinging thuribles and... I think that's what that word is. And dragging behind them bisected animal carcasses. A symbol of the death that will follow if we keep following the Evolver's hubris. We kept silent as the whiteout endangered us all, but no more. They evidently feel they have no further recourse to make their dissent known. What should we do? They also dislike heat recycling, efficiency bonus. Of course they do. And unproductive do maintenance. So I could convince them to stop. Promise to make it up to them in some other way. Raise relations to neutral to stop their protest. Okay, I'll just give them heat stamps, right? I mean, that's easier. Research mandatory crowding. If you let them have their way, faith keepers will cease their protest. In 20 weeks, research mandatory crowding. Shelter provided by housing is increased. Tension is marginally increased. That's fine. Mandatory crowding sounds terrible, though. I'm not repealing Apex workers. That's too good. I could tell them, I'm just going to raise it to this. I will make it up to you another way. Due to poor relations, the faith keepers have begun to protest. They seek to change the direction you're leading the city in. Production is halted in affected districts. For every 1,000 of their supporters, they will spread to another one over time. You can negotiate the end of the disruptions or quell them with guards. It will be more difficult and more violent the higher the fervor of protests. They don't have any fervor. Nullifying their fervor will also prevent them from blocking the district fully, as well as ultimately make the protest collapse on its own. They have no fervor. Maybe it will collapse on its own. Right? So it says it doesn't block everything entirely, is what they said. I'm also not sure why this isn't at 100%. That dense housing district. Why isn't that at 100%? Are all my housing districts doing that? Distance shut off automatic. I mean, I shut this off intentionally, so that's fine. I don't really need the extra housing, so it's not a big deal, but no, this one's at 80% too. Why are you at 80? Oh, because at 80 you have no heat demand. That's why. At 80% there's no heat demand. If I do this, then I have a heat demand for that extra little bit of. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it at 80. It's fine. And this has no demand at all. So I can expand this district. Yeah, sure. Let's just expand the one that's. Wait, you're gonna let me expand it out there? Really? It's not. You can't expand it there. That's what I thought. Let me frost break here really quick. All right. So is it gonna die on its own? That's the thing. Skeptical. That was a pretty in-depth breakdown there. Oh, it's on the bar down here. I mean, I have no tension. They have no fervor. I mean, why not just, yeah, whatever, right? I'm going to call your bluff and say that you're full of shit, and I don't care. You can protest all you want. They have 15% of my population. My population currently sits at 26,000, so they can spread to other districts, though. I don't want them to spread to other districts. Quell protests in this district. Send your guards to violently repress protests in this district. Quelled faction will gain fervor. I don't want to do that. Negotiate end of protests. Promise to fulfill their demand. If you do, they will end their protest entirely. You can only negotiate with them once per protest, or once during a protest. If you fail to fulfill the promise, they will refuse to negotiate again. Opposite faction will gain fervor if you keep your promise. Great. Counter protest. The other faction will engage in a counter protest, starting the collapse of the current disturbances. Protests will collapse one by one. Some counter protesters might get injured. Both protesting and counter protesting factions will gain fervor. I think I'm just gonna. I mean, this is the answer, right? Isn't this the answer? This is it. This is the answer. I just do this, right? I mean, it's neutral. Protest is collapsing. Beware, if they decline again, the problem might return. That's it. Right? Protest goes away after I give them heat stamps. Done. That's what it said. Just pay them. Just return it to normal and to neutral. That's what I did. So, okay. All done. I'll zoom out here really quick. So we can't create the settlement because we don't have the Skyway. We can do that right now. I have the Frostland teams to do that. So we're going to say from you. Ooh, I like the distance you're covering there. I do like that distance. Oh, I don't like that, though. Maybe if I go here, I can go a little bit further. Thought maybe along the... What about if I go directly over the mountain? No, like the furthest... It's best to go in a straight line, right? So, yeah, I'm going to have to do another one, unfortunately. Oh, well. It's fine. Skyway is underway. We're making the Skyway right now. All right, Cursed Valley. We are on an expedition right here for 7 more weeks. We have these plains. We can go launch an expedition there, and we have 16 more Frostland teams. Let's go to these mountains. No, that takes 20. Okay, let's go to Right over here, I guess. We'll see what's over in the frozen sea. Okay. What's going on in the city? Protest end. Good. It's fine. We have 46 spare housing. Some materials and goods are a little bit low. And I can't... Well, okay, so I can. As soon as I get this operational... Right? This is sending us 200 right now. It's not bad. I think it's this one is one I want, right? Create settlement. Oh, I'll put Frostland teams. Oh, this doesn't... This gives me more teams. It doesn't give me the materials I wanted. Okay, so we're still on the hunt for materials. There's woods over here in this graveyard. Maybe do that. Anywhere where there's trees, usually you can get some materials on that. This is just food output. I don't need it, so we'll turn it off. Yep. This is just helping us lower our disease. Yep. And these mountains, we have to search them, but I think there might be some materials in the mountains too. All right, we'll have to take a look at that. In the meantime, we have a pretty good surplus of goods. So I'm thinking I would rather make less goods and consume less materials. We'll do this instead, just for a little while and see. And then we're going to start digging into our food surplus. Our food storage will last 500 weeks.
All your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time.
Will I? I'm going to answer personally? You making promises for me? The path to power. For the city's safety. Steward, the Faith Keeper's protest has terrified many in the city, and many are calling for a response from the council. The captain limited the steward's powers, but he couldn't have foreseen this dissent. Maybe the time has come to increase our leader's authority for the safety of the city. I agree. Several proposals have been suggested that would help us deal with the protest. It's up to you to decide if you will place them on your agenda. Take me to the council. Yeah, delegates will vote on charter laws based on their relations. Okay. Take me to the council. So, want to increase my power here? Want to give me a militia? Want to? Let's propose a militia to help me in fighting crime. I need to have a lot of people happy for this, though. Everyone's open to negotiate. Evolvers are 4, pretty much. Everyone else is kind of hesitant, mostly hesitant, etc. Frostlanders, what do you want? What do you want? Salvaging factory? Moss filtration towers? I can do this. I'd be okay with this. Squalor goes down. I'm all right with that. Build a moss filtration tower. Or I just have to research the building. That's fine. Yeah. I promise to research that. Go. Who else can we get on board? Let's see. It's, yeah, it's still pretty close. I need somebody else on my side here. Negotiate. Okay. So I already negotiated with the Frostlanders. I'm giving them what they want. New Londoners, what do you want? They want us to research and hold a vote for heat overclocking. I don't want to involve research if I can help it, but it looks like pretty much everything they want is research-based. Let's go back. Try to get the evolvers on our side. They're already for it. So I kind of have to do this. The thing is, like, research takes a while, so maybe I'll build a research building, and I might be able to research both things. Advanced chemical hothouses. This is just research. We're not actually doing it. We're just researching it. This one is holding a vote, so we don't want that. So I'm thinking maybe one of these. Advanced blasting coal mine, advanced chemical hothouses. We could do those types of things. Research, advanced blasting coal mine. I don't want these things. I guess it's going to be this. Yeah, I don't want to have to hold the vote. Although, holding the vote doesn't matter. Because the other one's just research. If this one's just research too, then holding the vote is easy. Excess heat produced by the industrial machines will be re-injected back into the machines to allow them to operate at a higher efficiency. I'm not sure how that works. I will promise this. We will hold that too. That's 67 guaranteed. So we'll have it now. We're gonna have ourselves a militia. That'll learn them. That'll teach them to mess with me. We only got 6 organic votes. Oh, 9. We got 9 people to vote without being bribed. Suckers. Okay. So, Stewart's militia is enacted. Great. Now I just have to research those things. So let's start with the moss filtration towers. Right here. I want the moss filtration tower here. We'll start with that. And then once that's done, it's done in 7 weeks. Yeah, we have plenty of time. This will be fine. What do you want? Evolvers begin rallying. Yeah, I want you to contribute more heat stamps. Thanks. All right, 2,200 heat stamps. You think I have enough, but I don't. I want more. I'm greedy. Give me people in the mountains, please. And then how much longer on this cursed valley? I believe Winterhome is here. So I want to get to there. And then this is providing exploration cost decreases. Yeah, cost and Frostland teams are going down. Okay. And this is just this output. I can't make this a permanent base. That sucks. All right. Well, we're already searching that one too. So how many Frostland teams do I have? Like total. My total output right now is 138. Oh, I love it. And I'm using all of them too. Damn. Yep. We need as many as we can possibly get, man. When your whole basis of survival is spreading out, you need a lot of people who can go out there. That makes sense. All right, now over here, we have cold, needs, shelter scarcity. So shelter scarcity is a bit of a problem over here. All right, dense housing district, let's expand it. And then if we're able to, let's go ahead and put in dense housing block here if you'll let me. You won't let me. I can put an isolation prison in there if that will make you feel better. Now, the dense housing block is not permitted to be built there. Maybe it's because it's currently expanding. Let it finish. I think that's probably why. There we go. Now I can put a dense housing block in here. So that, maybe that will take care of the housing problem. Done. Yep. No more issues over here. Excellent. As far as resources go, sending them over to... It's there. Yep. Sending them over is good. I'm maxing out this. I can't send anymore, but I'm already plus 501, so I guess that's okay. Can we send anything to these guys? They're down in materials. They don't have any. So we're starting to get some squalor in here and some breakdowns and stuff probably in here at some point. Can we send... We don't have many, but I want to send some materials over this way. So let's kind of go maybe like this. We have a goods problem too. Yeah. Cancel this really quick. Okay. Let's assess the situation here. So we have a goods shortage. We know that. I've been dipping into my huge surplus, but 365 weeks from now, we're not going to have any more goods. And then we'll start having more crime issues. So the only way to improve that is to consume materials to make the goods. And I'm currently doing that. I might be able to use a building. Let's see. Can I use a building? This is going to consume 40 materials. I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have what I need for that. If I can increase this. But now I have a deficit in both resources, and I would rather have a surplus in one. So I don't want to do that. Also, food. There's only 629 weeks of food in this district. That's why I'm like holding it. I'm not working these because these are limited. My sources of food coming in are unlimited, right? So I'm kind of doing that. Also, I think maybe I can turn this back on. I have plenty of Frostland teams, so let's just turn that back on and have a food shortage now, or a food surplus again. Frostlanders' demands are met. They're delighted you kept your word. Stop. Okay, camera, can I go back? No, this is the wrong way, dude. Okay, what is... Camera, what are you doing? Camera. I'm gonna... camera, I can't. I'm stuck over here. Wow, I am just getting further and further away, aren't I? Okay. Assuming I save it here with a different save, maybe I can restore this game. What the hell? Okay, reloading the game does put me right back in the center of the city. Feels good. Now we need to research heat overclocking. So that's the next thing to do. That's going to be in resources. And it's going to be... as I thought it was. I wouldn't think so. I thought it would be in here. I mean, it's this little thing here. I promised to new Londoners. Yeah, where's this? I'm not seeing the icon. Oh, it's right here. I was looking for it to be white, and it's this color here. Okay, so it's in waste heat conversion, and they want me to go into here. Heat overclocking. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I think they just want the research, or do I have to pass it, or at least vote on it? I forget. I've already forgotten. See how bad I am? I've already forgotten that. We're gonna have another cold season. It's gonna bring it down to -60. As you can see, heat, not a problem. However, I can make it even better by having more fuel stockpiles. Because why not? Let's have more fuel stockpiles. We're gonna put this somewhere where it has benefit. No? No benefit anywhere? Yeah. Okay, no benefit anywhere. We'll put it over here then. And then where else can I put it? I want to have even more. I'm really going to hoard the fuel, man. I think another research institute would be okay. As well, to make this go just a little bit faster. And then, why don't we get... I gotta believe there's... Can't I put one over here? Like another logistics area. I just feel like there should be a place over here. You know, like four corners kind of thing. But I guess not. Whatever. Okay. Can we get over here now? Yes. Barren. All right. Barren plains. Let's see what this is. Okay. So staging area. Judging from the remains, dozens of vehicles were manned and loaded here. Our scouts found some maps in a half-buried crate, each marked with the possible locations of other generator cities. One was annotated with thick letters, Rowett Knows. They left with such enthusiasm that many tools and scrap pieces were left behind to be buried in snow and time. We can gather the scrap, 50,000 materials. Thank you very much. And then this one here says hunting camp. A row of hunters hangars, breaks the flat white landscape. Once the workers gathered food for a great expedition, and now we may gather food to feed our great city. So more food. I don't need more food. This one here. What are you? The lovers. This looks like cores might be involved. A pair of automatons lie broken in the snow. Their tracks show they lost their navigational bearings and followed each other in a circle until they broke down. The scouts make their way their story almost sound romantic. We can either take their cores or repair the automatons to work in New London. I need cores though. Man, if they perform useful labor, this gives me 800 workforce though. 800 workforce is pretty good. In exchange for 2 cores, I think I like the workforce. I'm taking the workforce over the cores. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, here. An ancient, empty dreadnought hull towers over the flat snow. I feel bad about that. Now I'm thinking maybe the cores, because workers like they'll. Doesn't the civilization like grow over time? I don't know if there's a finite number of workers you can get, but I'm pretty sure there's a finite number of cores. So I probably should have done the other one. Oh well. Curse of Winterhome. An ancient, empty dreadnought hull towers over the flat snow. Our scouts met some people living in shelters on the leeward sides who claim the mighty machine was stripped clean long before they arrived. The people have asked us to take them to New London, if only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. Everyone who goes there comes back with a cough that only worsens, one of the camp's leaders said. Stay away. Okay. If only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. So I'm going to assume these guys are fine. Hey, look. More workforce. Can you guys go back and get the cores now? I changed my mind. All right, we'll take them in. Ruins of Winterhome has a cursed history. A series of corrupt leaders pushed the city's generator beyond its limits. At last, a competent captain took charge, but by then the generator had been permanently damaged and doomed to explode. The city's people had no choice but to gather all they could to a nearby dreadnought and take their chances in the Frostland. Rumor has it that the ruins still hold valuable resources, but our scouts avoid the site, fearing toxic gases leaking from fissures in the ground and ghosts that wail through the night. This place is dead. We should move on. Explore the site. The time has come to make use of a cursed city. We need to connect a trail and send colonists. I mean, that is the goal, right? It's to get there, right? I feel like this is the goal. All right. We'll connect the trail, but we're going to go to the mountains shortly after. Right here, valley. I need to get more stuff. So we're going to search all the other regions first. I don't know if we're really on a clock to Winterhome until we actually start to do that. I'm not sure if like everything's just going to keep getting worse here or something. Well, I guess we'll find out. But so far we're looking okay. Avalanche Ridge is explored too. Let's go ahead and take a look at see what that is. Here we go. Have at least 50 income of heat stamps. Oh, we're making more income than we ever did before. Nice. The Old Empire. An opulent passenger vessel flies under the snow, barely visible. The charts inside indicate it left London and was heading for a site in the Ashtop Mountains when the Great Storm struck. There seems to be many more bodies than the vessel was designed to carry. It will be grim work to dig around the bodies, but we can salvage cores from the wreck. Yes, 3 cores. We're gonna get cores now. Familiar hero. Oh, cool. More food. Yeah, same reindeer herd has provided us food at various occasions over the past few decades. So more food possible from there, should we need it. Okay. Well, Frostland teams are going to the valley. Let's go into the mountains if we can, please. And then on this side, we have more mountains, a graveyard I should probably look at still, and then this frozen ocean over here, and then this frozen sea is researched too now. Fishing trawler. A fishing trawler with a full catch is locked on ice. A logbook in the hold suggests that the vessel originally hailed from somewhere called Canada, but we have no idea where it has been since. The catch may still be edible if people in New London have strong stomachs. We can take the catch, but disease is significantly increased. No, we're not going to take it. It's fine. I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it. We're going to come back later. And then right here, nomad exiles. These people are shunned by other nomads. They are tight-lipped about exactly what happened. They are willing to integrate in our communities if we let them start a fresh life in New London. Are tight-lipped about what happened. Maybe they left. I mean, these people are shunned, so did they do something bad? Now they're going to cause chaos at my place? I guess we'll find out. I'm going to take them in. That's risky, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. I did the thing I said I would do, but now there's a council agenda, and I just, like, don't want them to really vote on it, but it looks like we're going to have it anyway. Yeah, tension's going to be marginally increased. I mean, I'll just let them vote on it. If they want it, they want it. I'll just let them vote on it. It's fine. This is like, it's one of those things where it's technically, oh, barely passed. It's one of those things where it's like, it's technically beneficial to me, so okay, but I don't really care, right? And look, they're neutral here. Like, they're not even mad at me anymore. They're neutral. We got neutral here, devoted, favorable. Everybody's happy. This is what we want. Everybody happy, right? This is the whole goal. Make everyone happy. These moss filtration filters. So I want to bring down squalor. And we're going to put this in... like the Thatcher. Yeah, I want to put it right here, let's say. Not sure where the squalor's... it might just be a collective thing. So I'm going to put that there. That should bring the squalor down from being... It's significantly increased by the pressure cold liquefactor, but it's currently minor but stable. And I think I can bring it down with that building. And then we'll take the high-rise houses as well. And we'll get those putting in these different districts too to help with the housing problem. All right, so all that stuff builds at the same time, and we should have a housing surplus. There it is. Excellent. But because we have more people, we have a need for more goods than ever before. So we really, really need another source of materials coming in. It's like super important. We just don't have that yet. Winterhome ruins. Okay, right here. Scouts report the valley is filled with toxic miasma seeping from chasms in the ground, seemingly made by a huge explosion. In an effort to make the site more hospitable, we could force an avalanche down the valley, covering some of the fissures, but we would bury the technological roots of the city forever. If we want to access the foundations of the destroyed generator and salvage the cores within, we have to demolish the last of the ruins and crack the ground open even more. Once our colonists arrive, we will have to choose. Okay, this is an extremely dangerous place. We better come prepared, it says. So we can establish a colony here. We get access to wood, food, iron, coal, cores, everything. Geothermal, prefabs. Okay. If we connect the path, that's like we're starting, right? So let's take a look and see what we can do here. We currently have 3 cores. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. I kind of feel like we should see what's in these other areas before I crack open that egg. We can go over to Ridgeline here. It looks like there's quite a bit of stuff over here. I just need 25 teams to do that. Is there any place that takes less than, like, any place that wants 20? The graveyard does. Let's get 20. We might be able to get this. There's some trees here. Maybe a settlement in the graveyard could provide us a constant supply. But I'm fully saturating this. That's the issue right now. I feel like I'm fully saturating this because I'm already sending 600 in. And I've got 1,400 workforce on this. I'm not sure what the limit on this is, but I feel like there is research that will allow these to take more stuff. So let me look at this really quick. Frostland freight docks. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, Skyway capacity goes up to 300. Skyways already have... What's the capacity of this? This is what I'm trying to figure out. Does it say anywhere what the capacity of my skylines are? Or Skyways are? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe when you go to create them. Right here. Shipping quality trade route allows shipping 600 units of any resource. All right, 600 units of any resource. So this research would basically increase it by 50%. Or I can increase it by almost double, but I have attention marginally increasing. Resource production and outputs connected by the Skyway is increased. That's actually really great. Whoa, oh, it's already going to do that anyway. Okay. Well, I might as well do something that doesn't raise tension, but honestly, that extra 200 capacity could be worth it. I can offset tension in other ways, and it's lower workforce too. I'm going to do this. Automated freight dock. And then if I can do that, I would be able to send more than 600, essentially. Because, like, if you look at the trade with the Dreadnought right now, I can't send any more oil. I'm maxed out. Because this is it. It's fully... That's it, right? So if I can raise this now to 1,100, which is what that's proposing, then I can send a lot more over. It's funny that I can't send any more over like this, but I can just, like, instantly have more oil over there. I find that to be kind of interesting, but all right. So, yeah, as far as heating goes, we're going to be fine. Like, this is great. It's the goods are slowly dwindling. We're down to 228 weeks of it, but we have spare housing, still have spare food, and it's full. We have spare materials only because I'm not making as much goods as I need. So materials income needs to go up. That's essentially everything right now is materials income. And then all my food districts are off. All of my food is coming from outside the city, which is totally fine. Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's hit this and then we'll call it a day on this video. Time to rest. Community service. Steward, more and more citizens are contesting the community service law we have in place. Why must the whole city look after our scouts? The city has survived. Frostland exploration is no longer so vital. Must we keep toiling endlessly? Said a tired man finishing his shift. It is true, we are in no immediate danger, nor do we have any pressing needs. Maybe we should consider doing away with the community service altogether. The no community service law is now available in the council. No one will be required to perform community service, freeing more time to rest for rest and leisure. That's not bad. But look, it's proposed, like it's now available. So maybe we could look at that. Because I don't need the prefabs, right? I've had the center of the city making prefabs most of the time. And then we switched to the expedition thing. And like we're up to 3,600 prefabs. I'm still getting 8 a week anyway, just because. Oh, actually, wait a minute. That's a good point. We're still getting 8 a week. Is there a district that's making them still? Where are we getting those? I thought all of my industrial districts were... Aren't all my industrial districts making goods? They're all marked as making goods. Yeah. None of them are making prefabs. I'm not crazy, right? The icons say they're all making goods. So I think that's it. So where are we getting these 8 per week? Other salvaging factory. Oh, the building that's inside the district is doing it. Not this one. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's here. Salvaging factories. Yeah, these. Yeah, these. They're taking my materials and they're producing goods though. They are producing goods. So I kind of want to keep that actually. As long as they're producing goods too, which they are. So, okay. Anyway, I think that's a good place to stop for today. We're pretty stable still far, but we have uncovered where Winterhome is. And the next thing to do then is to get people over there into the Cursed Valley. But before we do that, I want to see if there's another source. We have to, before we could get into this, I need to find a stable source of materials that I can bring into the city. And I suspect there's still some place around here, maybe even 2 places, that are similar to this ice smelter here, IEC, which can provide us that stable support of materials. And I need that first. So if I can find another location that will allow me to bring in materials like that, then we'll get into Winterhome then, okay? Otherwise, doing quite well. And the temperature's going to drop soon, but still a ways out. Yeah, and then the temperature goes back up. So still no white big storm or anything happening. Okay? Take it easy, guys. Love your faces. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.